So it's September 5th, and it is 98.6 degrees. This is the human body temperature, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get to work. So welcome back to 982 part 6 we're on now. So in the last video we got the loader arms on here, got the bucket on and everything bolted up kind of the frame. Started making a trip over to the good old Tractor Supply later, which is not really the quickest place. It's about close to 40 minutes, I think, 35, 40 minutes. So, I'm gonna get some, that's a noisy water bottle, get some grade 8 bolts for here. The 2 upper mounts, and then the mount for there, for the lift cylinders. I guess that's 4 bolts total there, and then these 2 here, actually just this one here with a grade 8 bolt, and then we're gonna get pins for down here so you can take the bucket off quick, because you don't want to be trying to undo the bucket and turn the wrench there. Because I'm gonna eventually build a set of pallet forks, or basically just forks that are almost ready to go out of something I already have, which is another subframe kind of setup for the loader. So the width is correct, but it's for a John Deere, like 210, I think. I can't remember exactly. I'll show you that real quick. That's this contraption right here, the 2 uprights. It's been sitting a little while, but it already has, probably knocked those off there, maybe. You got the uprights in the right distance, and they're between the bars for the arms for the loader, and then we have angle iron that comes out here with a little hook on the end that kind of, there's another piece of angle iron that comes up, and that fits there. And on the back we got where the other actuator would go. It was supposed to go this way, that mounts on the back of the tractor, but you'd mount it like that, and everything actually would hook up perfectly. If you reverse it, hook it to this point right here, and also the cylinder down there, and it fits the proper distance on a cup here. It goes right between there, and it fits between the front axle and the tie rod, so you could be able to pick the front ends of the Cubs up and move them to where they are needed, or when they're not running or whatever. Pretty cool. And also you'll be able to pick up like odds and ends, like with the wood chipper over there, or just snow blowers, snow plows, just heavy things. That's another thing actually I just thought of now. I'm eventually going to be building a snowplow for this. Probably in the future, probably next year. This year's focus is just get the whole loader working. But I'm trying to decide if I want to somehow be able to mount it to the bucket or make it its own thing that mounts to the arms there. So that's to have some future planning. Now here's what we gotta figure out. So this bolt that adequately fits, I don't know what size bolt that is, probably what, 2 inches or so. Now if we want to get them slightly longer so you can have the smooth part of the bolt going between here where the cylinder is going to be going up and down on it, so it doesn't wear the cylinder out or the bolt. Granted it's going to be grade 8, but still. But then they're going to stick out slightly longer. So I think we'll have them hang out slightly longer, and if we need to, we could put a little nut on the end just to kind of keep it from cutting yourself on it or whatever. But obviously not like that much sticking out. It's too much. That's actually not going to clear the side panel that has to go back on. So why don't we get this up on the jack, lift it up a little bit, get that out, and tack the cylinders in with something. So I got the hydraulic cylinders. I gotta shut this radio off. Hang on. Always ends up on. Try this again. So I got the hydraulic cylinders kind of in there. Granted, I'm using 3/8 extensions and screwdrivers to get cylinders in place, but it's sort of kind of working. It's on the jack. It's not holding itself up, unfortunately. Paint's flaking off. Some sticker here, I'm not sure what it says. I might try to slowly chip little pieces of paint off. As you can see, it's kind of cracked. Maybe we can. Right up in there. See, the paint's all cracked. Kind of like it is here, but it's over there. Crap paint job, but we'll get it. Maybe off, see what it says. See an M, O, looks like an R. Yeah, that's about all I can read from it. Anyways, gonna get some measurements going on bolts. Oh, you're out of focus. There we go. Measurements on bolts, and then we'll go to, where'd I go? Tractor Supply. I'm losing my brain here today. Get there and then get some bolts. And also, now that it's set up like this, we're gonna get some measurements for hoses. To me, they all seem like I could probably get away with, say, like a foot down here, give or take. Some maybe less, and then probably I could get 18-inch hose here, which would probably suit these ones up here. Only issue that we have to figure out is you're gonna have to measure. So this is like, say, let's say A, B, C. Okay, so the kind of letters there, but when you pull the lever out, we'll have to, it allows fluid to go. I think about this. They're one of them anyway. So say it pushes fluid this way, so we're gonna have to make sure the fluid goes through there and then through this hose. If it's pushing out, that one has to be a push out where a hose hooks to there. So a push out would have to go to the back end of the cylinder to push the cylinder outwards. So just going to be a complicated process of marking, so that other push out would be the top one here, which have to go to the butt end of the other cylinder for the lift. So we'll figure it out. A little trial and error. If not, probably be smart. Get some hydraulic fluid too over there. I think we're gonna need about 5 gallons when it's all said and done, because you got to fill up this reservoir up to the top, and then all the hoses and cylinders and all that. So get that. Also, what we got to do is we have to rig in a hydraulic fluid filter on the low pressure side, which is here. Also, we got to shut off, so probably up here somewhere. You can put that on its side. Although I wouldn't like to. That's actually kind of loose. Maybe. I don't know how to figure this out. So this is the low pressure. So it'll probably, yeah, it'd probably be best to put it on its side like that. Maybe tack it around the frame there, zip tie or something, and put that down to the pump. I think that's probably our best bet right there. So let's go get some bolts. Just when you thought I was gonna be back with bolts, I still am sitting in the same spot because we never measured the bolts. So we're gonna do this now. So I'll start here. Need 3 hands for this one. Maybe, maybe not. We're saying 2 inches, maybe get a little longer, say 3, 2.5 to 3 for those. Probably the same up here, I'd imagine. I'd say 3 up here. Looking at this thing, I say just get all 3-inch bolts for the whole thing. Grade 8, 1/2 inch. And get a couple lock nuts. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 8 3-inch bolts. And we'll get some pins, I'll probably say at least 5-inch pins or so. See if we can get them with a little handle. And pull it out like a hitch pin that I probably will not be able to find now that I'm looking for one. So, I think instead of waiting for the bolts to come back. I was at another part of the video. So that cylinders got on in this video, 2 of them at least. So we're gonna end that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, even though it wasn't that much, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing for more videos. I'm gonna be continuing to add this tractor project into a playlist, so you could watch that, and you could watch parts 1 through, there's gonna be 6 now. So you watch all those videos. When you subscribe also, remember to click the bell so you get notified when I post a video. So with that all being said, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.